Shut up and sit down.
Another beautiful day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm saying that mainly because Montreal's finally been having some good weather. So I think that's something that we should be thankful for. That being said, those of you who know me and who've been watching, thank you very much for being back. And those of you who just started watching, this is episode 14 of something that started a little while ago. And for some strange reason, it's still going on. But welcome to the Fatual Science Podcast. Thank you very much for still watching, for participating. I'm loving the support, honestly. I've realized, and this is a gloomy way to start off the podcast, but I've realized in the generation we live in, it's hard to get like real actual support, regardless from who it's from, and it becomes a thing where no one really owes you anything for sure, but there's supposed to be a certain level of understanding between people that when a friend or a so-called friend is on a new venture, the least you can do is support them. But I guess that's just how I think, and that's just how a lot of other people think. So if that's how you think, and then by all means, and if that's not how you think, well, I'm not like you. So that being said, I appreciate those of you who have supported me, and like I said, it's a great feeling to know that there are people that have been supporting, and it's a great feeling to know that there are people who enjoy listening, and there are people who actually value what I'm saying. So to all of you, thank you very much, and to those of you who don't give a shit, that's okay, because neither do I. Welcome. As usual, before we get anything rolling, I would like to start off by saying the podcast wouldn't happen without my main beautiful sponsor, Keep It Lean Apparel, ladies and gentlemen. I'm wearing the white and pink edition. You guys can always find that on the website, keepitleanapparel.com, or on the Instagram at Keep It Lean. Tags are always in the description. I'm going to get back to the Keep It Lean later on a little bit. I'm just going to keep going on because I have some great freaking news. And I wouldn't say this if I wasn't backing it up. You guys know I love coffee. Been drinking coffee on all of my episodes. Offer my guests coffee. Take great pride in the poison I have picked as my favorite choice of beverage. And so, yes, we finally did it, ladies and gentlemen. If you guys have ever heard of the coffee brand called Cafe Aga, so essentially they sell it all over the place. You guys can get it at IGA, Costco, Adonis, wherever the hell you can buy coffee. You can buy Cafe Aga. It comes in a big black bag with a red writing on it. And if you like good coffee and if you like saving a little bit of money, you can go to their main store. It's right off the 40 in Laval. It's called the Cafe Aga store. It's on 3003 Rue Lucien Lallier. They have an Instagram, so you guys can for sure check their Instagram out. I will tag that as well. But all that to say, yes, we are part together now. So if you guys go to the store, tell them you heard about them on the podcast. You guys get a nice 10% discount on your coffee. It's a win-win situation. You guys get good coffee for a lower price, and you're supporting a Montreal brand. Thank you very much. Huge thank you for people like Cafe Aga, especially George. Thank you for making this happen. Thank you for sponsoring me. I guess if I can say that, I guess it's the case. Second sponsor, it does feel cool, especially because it's a coffee sponsor. It's something that I love. It's something that I enjoy. And once again, I wouldn't tell you guys to go check it out if I didn't actually mean it. So once again, go on their Instagram. It's called Cafe Aga. The address is super easy to find. Go in, check their boutique out, talk to them. They're real people. I went a couple of times. They're real people. They love what they do, and you can see it in the product. It's actually good tasting product, and they have it for everything. Whether you're drinking an espresso, whether you're drinking a French press, whether you're drinking an espresso machine, they got you covered. So go check them out. Tell them you heard on the Fatual Science Podcast. Get a nice little discount, and yeah, let's get this shit on the road. Yeah. First of all, I wanna clear the air on a few things. Anyone who has tattoos understands where I'm coming with this. Tattoos are fucking personal. Okay, so whatever the hell I decide to tattoo on my body is my business, and if you don't have anything remotely positive to say about that, then chances are I don't give a shit about what you want to say. I don't need you to tell me, wow, you paid so expensive for this. I don't need you to tell me, oh, this, oh, that, because to be honest, you don't fucking know why I have the tattoo, and I'm not gonna freaking just to say I have tattoos that most of you haven't even seen. I have tattoos that I don't show people. It's because I genuinely personally believe that tattoos are meant to be for the person. Yes, they are artistic. Yes, they do look nice, but I don't have to go up to every person I meet and be like, oh wow, look at this story, look at this tattoo I have on my body, I need your validation. That's not how it works for me. That's just, I guess that's just my opinion. But don't fucking, I hate it, bro. I hate it when people put their noses in other people's shits, like, oh, why'd you get it like this, or why do you have that, or oh, that's so tacky, or oh, I've seen that before. Well, that's cool, bro. Like, that's just your opinion. I spent 6 hours with a needle piercing through my body so I can permanently have something on my body that means something to me. I don't need your fucking uneducated opinion on as to why my tattoo doesn't look good on my body, or as to why I spent so much money getting a tattoo, because you don't understand it. It's something people do. It's something people enjoy. Other people do other shit with their time. Other people collect things. Everyone has their little way of expressing how they feel. And so if you see someone who's tatted up head to toe, the only suggestion I can give you is don't go up to this person and tell them your negative opinion on their tattoos, because, it's not gonna go well. This is coming from someone who's not covered head to toe, let alone imagine someone who spent a shit ton of time and money, because, it is expensive. Yes, it's permanent, but it's expensive as fuck to get tattooed. So yeah, if you ain't got nothing positive to say about the person's tattoo, keep your mouth shut, because regardless of how ironic this sounds, it is a painful subject to talk about, okay? Some people don't want to be fucking hearing your nonsense about their tattoos, and some people might just brush it off, because sometimes people with tattoos are tough like that. But yeah, I feel like I'm rambling too much about this tattoo subject. It's just, without saying names or without talking about anyone in particular, it's just I don't need bad experiences about people telling me that they don't like my tattoos. Plain and simple, that's just how I feel. Now, as I mentioned earlier before we started about the Keep It Lean apparel, we've been in great works with. We finally found someone from Montreal, a bigger producer, someone that we can work with. So once again, anyone who's been patient with the apparel line, thank you very much. It's extremely appreciated. Hopefully by this summer, a lot of new gear will be coming out, and you guys can finally be rocking original shit instead of lame ass copy paste shit that everybody else has, because once again, that's just my opinion, but that's how it is. And finally, to get into today's subject of choice, which I was looking forward to immensely, and the topic came to me through someone else, actually. Pull the table. The topic came to me through someone else, actually. I got influenced by one of my friends who just recently, he quit his job for the second time. I think you already know who you are if you're listening to this, unless I have more people who quit their jobs the second time, which there's nothing wrong with that. I've quit my job many times. But back to what's important here. So he quit his job for the second time, and the little I talked with him in private, it was a question of he wasn't sure what he liked. He didn't know where he was going with life. He didn't know if he found his direction. He didn't know. He was confused. He was confused, and it's okay to be confused, and that's what I wanted to make today start off with more than anything else. It is okay to be confused, because there are tremendous options in front of us. I know I bash social media a lot. I know it seems like I have nothing positive to say about it, and I am not a believer in social media, but in the reality, at the end of the day, social media does offer a lot of different venues that never existed. It offers possibilities and potential for people to flourish in a career that they might have never thought possible before. So this friend of mine, he finally decided he wanted to do something he enjoys. And this is what brought me the most happiness. This is what I love hearing, ladies and gentlemen. I love it when someone decides to do something they enjoy, because it comes from the heart. Let me tell you something. If you're doing anything in this world, jeez, it's a fucking table. If you're doing anything in this world solely for monetary purposes, you're gonna hate your life in due time. The proof is in the pudding. Look around you. People who post shit like, oh, it's Monday, I don't want to go to work, oh, and this and oh and that. It's if you're living life solely for paycheck to paycheck purposes, you're gonna hate every living second of it. It's 2019, people. There's so many better things to be doing with your life. You can be traveling, you can be learning new skills, meeting new people. There's the options are limitless. And so I wanted to say, anyone you see, anyone else in the world, it's tacky because everyone's heard this a million times, anyone else in the world who's living, quote unquote, the life that you wanted to be living was just like you. As a person just like you who somewhere down the road decided that, hey, this is what I want to be doing, and they put in their 100% into it. And that's very broad and it's very vague to say, but where I'm trying to go with this and what I'm trying to drill at is these people that we quote unquote idolize, you know, Instagram celebrities or bodybuilders, athletes, fighters, comedians, wrestlers, designers, whatever it is you are doing. The person that you have set on a pedestal and that you are idolizing was just like you. They started off like you. They had the idea and then they let that idea branch out. It's not all about luck. It's about putting in effort, and it's about understanding that your idols are just regular people like you are. It's just we decide to set them on pedestals and we decide to make them seem like they are different. It is not the case. Anyone who's achieved a certain level of success or stardom that we think is impossible to attain and we're never going to get to and it's not going to happen, well, they weren't born there. They weren't born with awards in their hands. They weren't born with victories or trophies or titles. They were born and they lived lives just like you. And majority of them lived lives tougher than us because it was in a different time. We are in a time which allows us to excel and it allows us to actually become the person we want to become. And so that's why I wanted to say, if you're doing something you love, and if you're doing something that actually comes from the bottom of your heart, you will notice flourishment be beyond what you thought could have been possible. It is difficult to separate yourself from the monetary aspect, but I suggest and I advise all of you to take a minor step back and be like, you know what? I'll take a little bit more time without making money, and I'll take a little bit more time without people knowing who I am, and I'll take the risk and I'll take the possibility of not making a paycheck for the next month, for the next 2 months, knowing that what I'm doing with my time is something I actually enjoy doing. It's all about placement of your time. I've spoken about this before. If you want to be a professional athlete, you have to dedicate your time to that. And you have to understand that you're going to miss out on other things. Same as anything else. If you're trying to attain a certain level of success, whether that be through being the best personal trainer, whether that being through being the best fucking talk show host, podcast host, you have to understand that sometimes you're not going to get paid for that in the beginning. And this is where it comes back to my friend who took the first step and he decided to help the first-time people for free. And there aren't many people that are willing to do that because people love money. We crave financial fulfillment and gifts and rewards. But why? When did it become such that we're willing to trade our happiness for material objects? You know, that's I guess the summary of what I've been trying to say today. When did it become so that you can go on 10, 15, 20 years, or maybe less, maybe it's 1, 2 years, but even that's 300 plus days, 700 plus days of your life unhappy, sad, doing something you don't enjoy doing just because you're promised a paycheck at the end of the day. You're never going to become the person you want to become living your life in that way. The idols that you put on a pedestal went through those same sacrifices. You understand? There's nothing separating you and those idols apart from the time, the effort, and the dedication. Maybe effort and dedication in this sentence are the same thing, and maybe time falls into the effort category as well, but that just makes it simpler. That makes your life simpler. If you want to become the next LeBron James, look, I'm not saying it's going to happen overnight. I'm not saying it might ever happen. But it's sure as hell not going to happen with you working an 8-to-5 job that you already hate, daydreaming about becoming the next LeBron James. Take the steps, ladies and gentlemen. If you're doing a 9-to-5 that you hate, but it pays a decent amount, so you're not willing to switch it for something you actually love, then what the hell are you doing with your freaking time? I let go of a 40-hour-a-week personal training job in a big-ass company, guaranteed me a paycheck every single week, because I didn't enjoy it anymore. Do I enjoy personal training? I most definitely do. But do I enjoy sitting behind this microphone and talking for 40, 45 minutes, an hour, having guests on, and actually enjoying my craft? I do enjoy it more than I was my time at the gym. And so I took my chances. I said no to a paycheck to say yes to my happiness, to say yes to a potential growth to the person that I am becoming today. This is not about me. This can stand for everybody else. I know so many people, and I see it through your social media. You guys are so transparent on social media. Oh, fuck, I hate Monday. Oh, I had a rough day at work. Oh, I don't want to go to work on Monday. Then don't. And switch that shit up, bro. Everyone has goals and ambitions. And if you tell me your goal is to be the best 9-to-5 worker, then by all means, keep busting your ass and congratulations. But if we sit in a room, you and me together, or you and whoever else it is together, and in that first hour where we figure out about each other, and if the first thing you tell me is I don't like my job, but you're still doing that job 5 years down the road, then I don't want to hear your bullshit excuse. I don't. And I get it. I get we all have to get paid. I 100% understand it. But the earlier on you understand that you can get paid for doing what you love, and this is the beauty of 2019. Once again, this is the beauty of social media. This is what I miss out on explaining when I talk bad about it. You guys know that if anything, I'm the biggest advocate of talking shit about social media. But the beauty about social media is, and it will forever be, that you can get paid doing whatever the hell you want. You can get paid doing whatever the hell you want. There's kids getting paid for opening toy packages. There's people getting paid for posting pictures of tea. You can do anything you want in this world. So why are you So why are you doing something that you don't enjoy? You understand? That's what it becomes. That's what it comes down to, in my opinion. It comes down to, why the hell are you doing something that you don't freaking enjoy? That being said, I know it's been a little hiatus on my Instagram and on YouTube in general. You guys haven't seen a lot of my podcasts. I decided to try a little something else in the middle. No, I haven't given up on my podcast. I'm still doing my podcast. I love my podcast. In contact with more people. Yes, I said that before, but I proved it. I had some people on. Hopefully, the next guest that I was confirmed with will still happen. Looking forward to that. Still looking forward to cleaning up the room, making it look a little bit nicer. And yeah, guys, check out the Instagram. We're doing this thing called Facts in 60. So I'm taking the randomest fact and crushing it in 60 seconds and then telling you guys how simple that actually has to be, and it doesn't have to be complicated. Why 60 seconds? Because our attention span doesn't do more. Thank you very much, Instagram. With that being said, guys, go check it out, the Fatual Science Podcast on Instagram. I'm going to be trying to drop 2 videos per week on YouTube. It's a lot of hard work. I know you guys deserve it, so I'll try my best. But for real, guys, don't allow your fear of income stop you from becoming the person you want to be. Income is a temporary satisfaction. Money is something that you're going to spend anyway on stuff that you don't fucking need. If I can quote Brad Pitt from Fight Club, is we work jobs that we don't like to get money that we don't need, to spend stuff buying stuff that we don't want, to impress people that we don't really care about. Totally butchered the quote, but you guys get what I'm trying to say over here. It's not that we really need the money in the first place. We just enjoy buying things and setting up a certain stature of lifestyle to compensate for the fact that we don't like doing the work that we're doing. Get it? It goes hand in hand. Get your shit together, step your life up, and fix yourself. And to my boy who influenced me from doing this podcast, thank you very much for proving to me that anyone can be doing whatever the hell they want to be doing, even for someone who's been doing it. I guess I have been doing it for longer than I think. It's still comforting to know that there are other people out there still trying to break the norm and still trying to push it. So I hope you guys learn anything from this. I hope you guys learn that you don't have to be stuck doing a 9-to-5 office job if you want to become a pastry chef instead. Oh my god, I'm sorry. Or you don't have to be working for some big firm if you'd rather be a painter instead. Whatever it is you want to be doing, push it, do it, get that shit done. Dedicate the amount of hours, and remember that your idols, quote unquote celebrities, these famous people, started off where you are today. They just put in more work, and they were serious about it. They actually wanted to do it. It wasn't all talk. So thank you very much. Check out the YouTube video, subscribe, like my shit, share my shit, go on Instagram, follow. And once again, thank you very much, Cafe Aga, for the sponsorship. You guys can go check their Instagram page out. 10% coffee when you go to their store. And of course, to Keep It Lean apparel. Like I said, a lot of new things coming out. Hopefully by this summer, everyone will be rocking some fresh gear. Thank you very much. Have a blessed day.